What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and today I have the books that I picked up from HeroesCon. It was a fantastic experience going to HeroesCon, seeing all what they had to offer, rubbing shoulders with all the YouTube community. I'm just joking, I didn't go to HeroesCon, but that's on the bucket list. Seeing all the videos and seeing, you know, all the YouTube comic book community together, it's definitely something I would like to do in my lifetime. But since I didn't get to go, my buddy Sean, Zaz84, aka Zaz Collectibles and Comics, he was able to actually go to HeroesCon himself and represent Australia, and he brought me back some books. One of them is a CGC slab that he organized for me. There's another book in there which is The Grail of Grails for me. It is the book that makes me feel like I don't even need to collect comic books anymore. But I've also got an AOK from my longtime homie, Super Russ. Quick shout out to my Subminions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of The Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. Perks. I'll start with the AOK from Super Russ. Now I've already kind of seen a little bit of what it is. Super Russ, obviously me and Super Russ go way back to, you know, my very early times on YouTube. Maybe just after I reached a year on YouTube. Me and Russ, well, I discovered Super Russ, and since then we've always sort of been very good friends. For a while we were doing a weekly stream called It's Simply Super. There's been a couple times I've sent some packages to Super Russ, and yeah, when he found out Sean was coming to HeroesCon, he obviously got to meet Sean, and he gave something to Sean to give to me. Now I can already see from the bag it's a DC Multiverse figure. So let's see what good old Super Russ got me. Oh, sick, man. Thank you so much. Wait, is this your one? Cool. So this is a Red Hood figure, and it's actually one I don't have. In fact, now that I've got this, I think there's really only one that I don't have, which is the original one that came out with the mask. So this is a gold label multiverse figure, and this is Red Hood unmasked. So that's cool. He obviously knew I didn't have this because this is one of the few that I don't have. So yeah, sick, man. Thank you so much. So that's awesome. So the only one that I'm actually missing now, I believe, out of all the DC Multiverse Red Hoods, is they had him in the exact same outfit but with the mask. But I do have that Red Hood in the double pack with Nightwing, which goes for big money these days. But yeah, that is very cool. Now it makes me want to get that Red Hood, which is almost impossible. I haven't seen it on eBay by itself for a long time. But yeah, thank you, Super Russ. Really appreciate that. But yeah, let me know in the comments, is that your one? Did you give me your one or did you buy me one? Let me know. All right, there is two slabs in here. One of them is Sarah's and one of them is mine. So Sean obviously gave us a list of all the artists and creators that were going to be at HeroesCon, and was like, if you guys want any books signed, let me know. So Sarah and I are both big fans of Jenny Frison, as a lot of people are, so we thought we'd love to have a Jenny Frison signed book. But not only that, HeroesCon was doing something that was super cool, which was on-site grading. I wish they did that in Australia. That'd be so cool if they offered that kind of service when they traveled internationally, because people who live in Australia know how hard it is or how expensive it is to send books to get graded from CGC. So Sarah and I decided we'll get Jenny Frison, and we needed to pick a book. And we ended up picking the same book, which was kind of, I mean, it would have been cool, I think, if we got separate books, but Sarah decided she wanted to get this specific book signed, and she had the Virgin variant, and I had the trade dress version, because we got the set together when we bought these books. And I was like, you know what, that's one of my favorite Jenny Frison covers, that's the one I want signed too. And Sarah's like, people are going to think Sean's flipping these books if he's bringing two of the same books to get signed. I was like, it's fine. He's not flipping those books. And Sean is a flipper. What are you talking about? All right, so this is Sarah's copy. Now, she's already seen it. I'm pretty sure I know she got a 9/8. But there it is. It's a beautiful Jenny Frison cover for The Me You Love in the Dark, which was written by Scotty Young. So we actually you might see there, it's a double Siggy. So we got Jenny Frison on there, and we also got Skottie Young, which is pretty cool. So Sean actually hit us up and said, hey, I'm going to be lining up for Skottie Young, so do you guys want this book signed by him too? And it didn't even click for me. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Why not? Yeah, let's get a double signature. So yeah, that's beautiful. I didn't even look yet. That is a beauty. Now the thing is, when Sarah and I first got these, I was happy to get the trade dress. I'm a trade dress guy. Like, I can appreciate a Virgin cover because the art is so beautiful like this. But I think the idea of having a trade dress makes sense. You know what the book is and things. But the thing about this one is the signature placement. There's perfect space there for the signatures. On my copy, the trade dress is right there. So I'm interested to see where the signature placement is for mine. I have not seen any images. I told Sean just to keep it secret. Yes, I don't know what grade I got yet either. So let's see if I can do the grade reveal thing, hey? Yep, so the grade will be on this side, right? All right, hang on, we'll take it out. Yeah, I've never done this. This is the only this is the only graded book that I've got in my collection now. That's a book that actually belonged to me, which is a super cool thing. I think it's a big difference having your own books graded and obviously just buying a book already graded, you know what I'm saying? All right, you ready? The grade is, and before I reveal the grade, I just want people to know that I prefer a 9.6 than a 9.8. I don't give a shit that it's a couple $100 less value. The books look exactly the same. So I'm a 9.6 guy all day, but I'll take a 9.8. And that looks like a 9.8. Yeah, baby. So there you go. There is the signatures. I can barely see them, so let me have a look. That's cool, man. That is super cool. Skottie Young's signature is not that fantastic though, I must say. It's just a bit of a scribble. Frison's signature looks awesome. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the signature, is that a black and a red one? Beautiful. That is a perfect color coding for me, but that's awesome. That's super cool. Signed by Jenny Frison and Skottie Young. I thought they used to say like witnessed or something like that on the label. Is that not the thing? I thought they used to say witness signature by blah blah blah. This just doesn't say that. Now, an interesting thing that my mate Bub from Bub's Comics, Bub's World, he brought up an interesting fact saying that he got a bunch of books on site graded as well. And I think from memory, he was saying that those books didn't get registered properly. So he was saying, now it could be like jumbling up what the truth is, but it was along the lines of, he had a couple of books that didn't quite get registered properly on through the CGC thing. So I guess they're not on the consensus, is that the word? Correct me, Bubs, if I'm wrong. He was saying if he had a couple of books that weren't registered, how many other books didn't get registered properly? Because obviously on-site grading, I'm sure they had thousands of books they probably graded over one weekend. That's a lot of work, and I'm sure there probably shortcuts that were made. So, and I think the only way you can really check that is if you're a member of CGC, because as far as I'm aware, to get books graded, you need to be a CGC member. All right, speaking of Bub's Comics, or Bub's World, the last book in here is a book that is, I guess, my ultimate grail. I've been after this book for a long time, and I've mentioned before, when I first got into collecting comics, this was a book I wanted, and at the time, this was before COVID, so this is before the big boom in prices, I guess. And this book was selling for about $400 to $450 you could get a copy for back then. And I thought to myself, man, that's a lot of money for a comic book. I'll buy it one day, and I'll be able to get it for that price. This is before I realized that no, books fluctuate, especially certain books will always hold a certain value. And this book just kept getting going up to a price point which is not affordable for me. Bub, basically, I think he got a copy of this in a collection that he bought. Yeah, he was going to sell it because he's already got a graded copy of this. And then he actually hit me up and said, hey, do you want to buy this book off me? Because I know this is the book you're after. And the biggest kicker was that he allowed me to pay it off over a month. And I said, 2 months? And so I paid it off over 2 months, I believe it was. I think that's how it went anyway. And now I have this book. He gave it to Sean, and Sean brought it back here. And it is none other than... Oh, man. So that's it. I don't think I need to collect comic books anymore. It's like having this right now in my hand. I feel like I've reached the pinnacle in collecting. Now, I know real collectors are just gonna like laugh at that, but You know me, I'm a very simple guy. I don't need everything. I just want the things that I like. And I have always wanted this book. Let's have a look out of the top loader. Yep, so it's a very nice copy. So since I purchased this, I haven't seen one at like a comic fair or anything here for a while. The recently one surfaced and they were selling for $500, which is a little less than what I paid for this. But that $500 copy that was local was a pretty low grade copy, and there's no way that person's gonna let me pay it off over, you know, a month. So this is actually a pretty minty copy. There's only, there's a couple of defects that obviously with this would, if I set this off for grading, I'll definitely get it pressed. There it is there. So as you can see, it's pretty minty. There's a bit of a ding at the top there, a little bit at the bottom, and then a little bit near the staples there. But other than that, it's pretty damn clean. So there it is. I have the first appearance of Harley Quinn. All I need now is a good looking Harley Quinn action figure to pose with it. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I've achieved everything now. I mean, what other comics do I really want? I mean, if you guys watched my video from earlier in the year where I talked about my 6 hit list books, my hit list books for the year are always been realistic books. Books that I only have to pay maybe anywhere from, you know, $40 to $100 for, you know, because you know me, I don't really like spending more than $200 on anything. I mentioned to you, this is always going to be on my hit list, but it's just a book that I'm never going to buy because down here, I think the cheapest I've seen a copy go for is probably about $800 these days for like a reasonable copy. And then yeah, maybe $5, $6 for like a lower grade copy, but finally got that one in my collection. Now, the only book I asked Sean to see if he could hunt down for me, which I'm assuming he was unsuccessful, because obviously he had a lot of hunting of his own to do, was The First Red Hood. So that is another book that's on my hit list for this year. So I've still got a few months. That's a book that I think I'm going to seriously track down now, because yeah, like when it comes to comics, you guys know I'm not reading as much these days. I'm definitely getting close to a point where I think I'm just gonna not stop completely, but I need to stop with just the modern crap that I buy. Yeah, I've always said that I've always wanted to get to a point where I'm only buying like say 5 titles and they're the 5 titles that I read. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you, Sean, for hooking me up and going out of your way, lining up for 3 hours for Scotty Young, getting these slabs for us. Thank you, Super Russ, for the generous gift. And of course, thanks, Bub, for getting me the Grail book. Yeah, again, I feel so accomplished right now having this book. It's crazy. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you'd like to see me at HeroesCon. Because yeah, definitely we hung out with Sean tonight, obviously, to get these books, and he was just telling us all the stuff about it, and obviously it sounds like a dream. So yeah, definitely something that I've got on the bucket list and hopefully I can achieve maybe in the next few years. So yeah, if you guys are still watching this video, I appreciate you. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. And until next time, I'm Simple Simon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.